Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Leanne and today we are going to do a moss pole. I'm going to tell you everything that I'm using, how to do it, and yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. Let's get into it. So today I'm going to be making a moss pole. The things I'm using is obviously you're going to need some sphagnum moss. If you are from my area, like the Niagara region area, you can always travel. If you can't find it, you can always travel to Holland Park Nurseries in Hamilton. Does have some bricks of it. That's where I got mine, and I just put it in this bowl with some water for it to expand. So I have my little supply of moss right here. What else do you need? You're going to need some sort of twine or something to wrap the moss to the pole with. I have fishing wire, that works fine for me. In a perfect situation, I would have like the mesh, the plastic mesh that wraps around, but I don't have that and I haven't been able to find it. But if you do know where to get that, please leave a comment down below and let me know because I'd love to buy some. So the other thing you'll need, or that's what how I've decided to make them, is PVC piping. This pipe is about a 1/2 inch in diameter, I believe, or however they measure it. It's a 1/2 inch anyways. And then I also bought with it a footing. Not sure this is used for actual plumbing, but I don't really know what it's really used for. For me, it's just a way for the pole to stand up straight on its own. And then I have this adapter which connects the pole to the foot, the white part. So these I all bought separately. This I had to cut myself, or you can get the workers to cut it for you. And if you're curious, this pole is 20 inches long. That's what I decided to have the length at. So anyways, let's get started. So there's no like perfect way to do this. It's kind of a struggle if I'm gonna be honest, because you have to both wrap the moss around the pole and tie it at the same time. It's not the easiest thing in the world. And I'd also recommend, if you're doing this, to leave a good portion of the bottom without sphagnum moss, because especially if you're using leca and you have a water reservoir, you don't want the moss to stay soaking. I personally don't like it. I mean, you can do that because the moss will always stay wet, but I find that my reservoir just dries out so much faster, so that could be an issue for you if you're using leca. So I'm going to start by just making a basic knot where the threading is. That way it will not slip. So I'm going to do maybe 2-3 knots, something like that, just to secure it. We'll do another one just for fun. Sorry if you hear my dog barking. There's nothing I can really do about that. I need scissors too. I'm just gonna go grab some. So I'm just going to cut off this little excess little bit that we don't need. And now, once you get the knot done, just gonna start wrapping. So I'm gonna do one wrap around the pole itself, and I'm gonna start putting the moss basically right over top of where the white attachment is. And I'm just gonna start wrapping. I might just speed up this process too because it might take a while. Just remember that this isn't obviously gonna look perfect, so don't be too picky about the way it looks. You can always go back around after and kind of flatten everything out. It will stick out a little bit at first. This is the way I found to be the easiest, to just kind of have a bowl underneath you and just pick it up little by little. Kind of migrating over here. Just kind of place it down and wrap it up. It's kind of hard not to get the excess string or wire to kind of get all up in there. So maybe I'll just move this over here. And this is like the color of the wire is almost like a translucent green because it's supposed to be like invisible underwater to catch fish. But so you don't see it too much, which is good. Also, I'm gonna leave the tip blank. Like, I'm not gonna do it all the way to the top because I do have an attachment where I can put two poles together and extend it. So I'm not gonna wrap it all the way to the end. Also, leave me a comment below if you've already made a moss pole yourself and you'd like to share your secrets with me and how to make them better. I would love that. Now I'm just gonna wrap it some more. Make sure nothing's really sticking out, just because it doesn't look as good. This thing's wet. I don't know if you can see that. It's dripping. Just want to make sure that goes into the bowl. I think that's good. I'm gonna do a long piece just so I can tie it off easily. There's not a really good way to show you guys this. I just want to cap the end off with a few knots. Okay, so now I'm just gonna, oh God, I'm getting water absolutely everywhere. Okay, I'm just gonna pick off some of the pieces that I couldn't conceal that are poking out a little bit. It's not a huge deal, it's just not as cute. Okay. It's not like this part's gonna go to waste. I'm just gonna use the small pieces in the bowl and then use this stuff to propagate. Put in some prop box. Yeah, once you've kind of cleaned up, once you've cleaned up your pole, there you go. So here's my really wet and messy moss pole. Right there. And I made a huge mess, but it's done. That's what matters. Just gonna put my fishing wire away, my moss, clean up after. Yeah, so there you go. That is how I, oh, itchy nose. That is how I make my moss pole at home. And then I tend to use some plant Velcro to secure my plants to the actual pole. But as you can see, like, it's pretty sturdy, so like you won't have a hard time weighing it down with soil or leca in your pots. I don't know if I mentioned this, but I did get my stuff at Rona, so any like hardware store, you should be able to find this. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this fun little workshop video thing, and let me know in the comments if you want me to do any more videos like this on different stuff. Obviously, like, I don't know if there's anything else I can build or make as far as plant related things, but definitely let me know what you guys want to see next, and like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.